Good morning, dear students. In today's lecture, we are going to cover the topic coagulants and anticoagulants. In short, we are going to revise the topic. What do you mean by hemorrhage? Hemorrhage is a medical term used for bleeding. Hemorrhage is a medical term which is used for bleeding. Bleeding are of two types. The first one, that is internal bleeding if there is an internal injury, and second one, if there is an external injury, then it is an external bleeding. Hemorrhage, that is whenever there is an injury to the blood vessel, the blood oozes out of the blood vessels, that we refer as a condition that is hemorrhage, or in common terms we call it as bleeding. This condition can be due to vascular defects, platelet defects, plasma coagulation disorder, low prothrombin concentration, or anticoagulant therapy. Now you have studied in first year that whenever there is an injury to the blood vessels, coagulation of blood takes place or clotting of blood takes place. In first year HAP you have seen the practical that you have calculated the clotting time of blood. But in a human beings, if there are vascular defects, platelet defects, plasma coagulation disorder, low prothrombin concentration, or if a patient is on an anticoagulant therapy. Anticoagulant means these are the drugs which delay the blood coagulation time of blood, means it is going to delay the clotting time of blood. That is anticoagulant therapy, means anticoagulant drugs has been given to the patient, then there are the chances that the person may suffer from the condition that is hemorrhage. Now in first year in vitamins you have studied that vitamin K is the main vitamin which is responsible for biosynthesis of clotting factors into the liver. There are three kinds of vitamin K. First, that is vitamin K if it is obtained from the plant source, that is known as phytomenadione. Second, vitamin K2 if it is obtained from animal source, that is known as menaquinone, farinoquinone. Third one, vitamin K3 if it is totally obtained by synthetic method, that is by having a chemical reaction. If you are getting vitamin K3, then it is known as menadione. These are the three. See, first one, that is vitamin K obtained from plant source known as phytomenadione. Vitamin K2 obtained from animal source known as menaquinone or farinoquinone. If it is obtained by synthetic method, that is vitamin K3 known as menadione. Vitamin K is a hormone which is responsible for maintaining the normal concentration of clotting factors in human beings. There are total 13 clotting factors present in human beings which are responsible for clotting of blood. Means whenever there is an injury to the blood vessel, at that time these clotting factors will get activated and blood clot will take place. But due to these factors like vascular defects, platelet defects, plasma coagulation disorder, low prothrombin concentration, anticoagulant therapy, the clotting time or coagulation of blood is going to be Now, homeostasis. Now remember that whenever there is an injury to the blood vessel wall, a primary mechanism operates to form a platelet plug, followed by a secondary mechanism of a blood coagulation which operates to form a fibrin clot. Now, whenever there is an injury to the blood vessel, at that time a primary mechanism that is known as formation of platelet plug and a secondary mechanism simultaneously takes place that is known as blood coagulation. This blood coagulation method in clinical term we call is homeostasis. That is, coagulation of blood means homeostasis. That is a secondary mechanism which takes place whenever there is an injury to the blood. That whenever there is an injury to the blood vessel wall, two mechanisms takes place in human beings. First one that is known as formation of platelet plug and secondary mechanism that is blood coagulation. This blood coagulation we call as homeostasis. Now see, I have given you a figure. I have shown you with the help of a figure that whenever there is an injury or damage to the blood vessel will get contract, a platelet plug will form as well as a fibrin clot is formed. See here in this figure. This is a platelet plug, that is a primary mechanism, and secondary a fibrin clot, that is blood coagulation, that is known as a secondary mechanism. So in this figure there is an injury to the blood vessel. The blood vessel will get contract, then there is a formation of platelet plug, that is a primary mechanism, and in secondary mechanism a fibrin clot is formed. This formation of fibrin clot we called it as the process of homeostasis. Now in short, we will discuss about the process of formation of platelet plug and formation of a fibrin clot or blood coagulation. Whenever there is an injury to the blood vessel, the platelets interact with subendothelial structures, mainly collagen, and adhere to the injured side. What will happen की ज्यावेळेस आपल्या ब्लड वेसल सेल्सला इंजुरी होते त्यावेळेस जे प्लेटलेट्स आहेत ते एंडोथिलियल सेल्स सोबत इंटरॅक्ट होतात, मेनली कोलोजन सोबत, अँड दे गेट अडर्ड टू द इंज्युअर्ड साइड. The platelets undergo morphological changes and via of series of biochemical reactions they release adenucleotides, mainly adenosine diphosphate. What is the next one? That whenever after this the platelets will have morphological changes, biochemical reactions will take place, and it is going to release a substance that is known as adenosine diphosphate. This released adenosine diphosphate, it is going to interact with specific receptors on the platelet membrane, leading to further release of ADP and initiating aggregation of platelets. This platelet aggregation, it is known as platelet-platelet interaction. This release ADP, ADP काय करेल? It is going to interact with specific receptors जे platelet membrane वर present आहेत. Again it will lead to further release of adenosine diphosphate and it is going to initiate platelet-platelet interaction. This reaction ends in the final reaction which involves the release of alpha granules and lysosomal enzymes, and finally an amorphous platelet mass or platelet plug is going to formed. This is a primary mechanism in which there is a formation of platelet plug. See, there is injury to the blood vessel. After injury to the blood vessel, it's going to interact with endothelial cells and get adhered to the injured side. After that, by a series of biochemical reaction and morphological changes into platelet, there is a release of ADP. After release of ADP, it is going to have platelet-platelet interaction, and finally a platelet mass or a platelet plug is going to form at the injured side. This is a primary mechanism which takes place when there is an injury to the blood vessel. Secondary mechanism, that is a formation of fibrin clot, or it is known as hemostasis. In that, whenever the blood vessel ruptures, the platelets come in contact with endothelial cell, collagen gets disintegrate, and it is going to release thromboplastin, a lipoprotein. See, there is an injury or rupture of blood vessels has taken place. Therefore, platelets come in contact with endothelial cells and it is going to release thromboplastin. See, thromboplastin has been released. Thrombin does not exist in normal circulating blood and it is formed from its inert precursor prothrombin. Prothrombin is converted into thrombin by thromboplastin in presence of calcium. आपल्या शरीरामध्ये थ्रोम्बिन अवेलेबल नाहीये, प्रोथ्रोम्बिन फॉर्म अवेलेबल आहे. प्रोथ्रोम्बिन along with thromboplastin in presence of calcium there is a formation of thrombin. थ्रोम्बिन जे तयार झाले ते काय करले, it is going to split the fibrinogen molecule into small peptides. These small peptides are going to unite end to end and side to side to form insoluble strands of fibrin. These fibrins is going to entangle blood cells and platelets to form a solid clot, or we call it as a fibrin clot. In this way, this is the process of homeostasis. एकदम सिंपल मेथड आहे की ज्यावेळेस ब्लड वेसल रप्चर होते त्यावेळेस प्लेटलेट्स एंडोथिलियल सेल्स सोबत इंटरॅक्ट होतात. इंटरॅक्ट झाल्यानंतर इट इज गोइंग टू रिलीज थ्रोम्बोप्लास्टिन. आपल्या शरीरामध्ये थ्रोम्बिन अवेलेबल नाहीये, प्रोथ्रोम्बिन फॉर्म मध्ये अवेलेबल आहे. मग हे रिलीज थ्रोम्बोप्लास्टिन इंटरॅक्ट विथ द प्रोथ्रोम्बिन and after interacting in presence of calcium it is converted to thrombin. This thrombin, it is going to split the fibrinogen molecules into small peptides and these small peptides are going to unite end to end to form a insoluble strands that we called it as a fibrin. This fibrin after that get unite end to end, side to side to form a solid mass that is known as a clot. This is a secondary mechanism whenever there is an injury to the blood vessel, that is fibrin clot, or we call it as homeostasis. In this video, we have studied about hemorrhage, different factors responsible for delaying the clotting or coagulation time of blood, primary mechanism of formation of platelet plug, and secondary mechanism of formation of fibrin clot. Thank you.